I'll give you all a quick update on the haunt. I did have about, I don't know, I guess 7 or 8 videos from Halloween that I was going to upload to my channel. Then my computer decided to crash on me, so that didn't work out. So now I'm going to have to kind of give you an update after the build. So as you can see here, these were my cemetery columns. This is the Home Depot gargoyle that they were selling. Originally, the plan was to have a light installed on top with flicker and bob, but I ran out of time, and I just happened to have 2 of these, so I put one on each one of them. Plus, it kept the lid from flying off. I wanted to keep the lid so I can get in it if I needed to. I didn't really want to glue it down, so it kind of worked out. But basically, this is a 2-foot square, and the foam is 1.5 inch foam that I actually just kind of marked out a stone, and then took a router. I didn't use a Dremel, I used a router, and took the router and routed out where the mortar and stuff would go. And then what I done was then came in with a razor blade, cut it at an angle to get these angles on here, and then I came back with a 5-inch DA sander and sanded these down more and rounded them off. And some of them you can tell, some of them you can't. This one is, you can tell, but I just take the sander and stick it in here and kind of move it around to help give different, depth to the stone. I could have done a lot more than I did, but I didn't. But it still came out pretty good. But like I said, it's nothing but a 2-foot square, 2 foot by 2 foot. And then on the corners, I just took the DA sander and rounded off the corners. So anyway, I'll get this gargoyle up and I'll open it up and I'll show you the inside. Okay, then basically all the top is just foam. It's 1.5 inch foam on top, and then I cut another one on the inside, and then it just fits in perfectly to that square. Slides right on. Let me set this off to the side here. Then I'll show you what the inside looks like. Hopefully it'll show up without me getting a shadow and all that fun stuff. But anyway, it's I used 2x2s and plywood, and I made a base. The base, you can't really tell, but that's a 2x4 base around the bottom, which is a 2-foot square. Then I just ran 2x2s. Let's see if I can get in here and kind of give you a better idea. Well, I guess I can show you here on top. It's the same as on the bottom. But anyway, you have 2x2s that come up on 4 corners, and then I took a 2x2 and ran, whatever the distance. Because if you use a 2x2 or 18-inch square or whatever, all these measurements will be different. So you just have to measure this piece to be whatever the distance is. But basically all you do, I don't remember who it was on YouTube, but it done it the same way, but except he just sheeted his in foam, and I done mine with plywood and then foam. But you just leave enough room for your 2x2 on the corners, 2x2 on this corner, and then just get your centerpiece, whatever that measurement will be. And I just felt like it made it more stable by doing it this way. I mean, of course, the plywood's gonna hold it together anyway. And then on the 1x4s, the reason I got a 1x4 here and here is so that way when my fence, if you notice, I have the arrows there. So anyway, that way I know where they're at. But the 1x4 is just so when I screw in my fence and stuff, I got something more to screw into if I needed to. The plywood's plenty to screw into, but I was already building it. I went ahead and put the 1x4s in there just to give it something to bite on. But it's really something simple. It's just, like I said, it's just a 2x2 square. Has, you know, plywood sheeting on the outside. I did glue I used nails, nail gun. I didn't use screws. I did use nail gun, or you know, a small nail gun, and then I glued everything together. So everything's pretty solid. It's not going to go nowhere. And but like I said, it's just a 2x4 base with a 1x2 or 2x2s is my supports, and all my center pieces and my corner pieces are all 2x2s, and then sheeted with, you know, just thin, I don't even know what that is, if that's a 1/4-inch plywood or whatever they call it now. And then I just foamed it with a 1.5 inch pink foam. Then I just used dry lock on it, and then like I said, then when I got done with the dry lock, I just came back along with watered down black and kind of took that clean gray off of it. I may try to dirty it up more for next year, or maybe put some moss in the joints, but I don't know. I mean, I'm fine the way it looks now. I mean, it's dark. It looks good in the daytime. I mean, there ain't no use to overthinking this stuff, because that's what ended up happening. You know, we all get into this, want everything to be detailed, but 99% of the people that come to your, you know, yard haunt or garage haunt or even haunted houses are the same way. They go through all this trouble with detail, and 99% of the people will never notice it. Haunters will notice, but, you know, for the most part, most people don't even care. They look at it and say, oh, that's a column, and that's all they see. They don't see that I spent, you know, days and days of carving this out and stuff like that. They don't see none of that stuff. So anyway, this was my column. And like I said, all my videos, my computer crashed. All my videos are gone from Halloween. I was also sick at Halloween too. It's crazy. I don't ever get sick, and I got sick Sunday night of Halloween, and I was sick until Thursday with 103 temperature most of those times. And so I got some videos from that night, but not a whole lot. And most of the ones I did have, I got deleted on my computer somehow. I do have a little bit on my phone left, but anyway, this is my 2-foot cemetery column. It's made out of foam, plywood, pretty simple. It's probably a little bit bigger than I wanted. I mean, if I was to go back and do it over again, I might not go 2 foot. I might have went, you know, 16 to 18 inches by 16 by 18, something like that. It'd still be a square, but either 16 by 16 or an 18 by 18. I think 2 feet's probably too big, but because you do have to store this stuff. So, but anyway, I'm gonna try to get caught up on some of these videos of stuff I made and stuff I'm gonna be doing. I'm in the process of cleaning the shed and stuff right now. That become a throw all to all my Halloween stuff. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. I can't even talk. Thank you.